Today we're going on the street to ask random strangers what their Christmas memories are, both here in the United States and in the UK.
Hey everybody, my name is David Akinbode and we are in Greenwich, London, and we'll be going around asking people their favorite Christmas memory and what Christmas means to them. Come along and let's see what people have to say about their Christmas memories.
I feel like I'm doing a reality TV show. Don't play with me. My favorite Christmas memory is when I get to hang around with all my family.
Why?
Because it's just like a lot of joy and happiness.
My favorite Christmas memory is working during Christmas with my patients because they do need some companionship, and I feel like I could give it to them and just having a little chat with them and giving them some Christmas feast as well, some good old carol singing. I think that's really memorable. Yeah.
My favorite Christmas memories was when I was a small child. My grandmother used to bake us cookies every Christmas morning. We had a big breakfast. We went to church. We prayed before we opened the gifts. We just shared many memories about, family, how much we love each other. We just had a marvelous time. I can't think of anything bad about Christmas time anyway, because it's about Jesus Christ. But I just love Christmas, and my family just always showed love for Christmas, and we just love Christmas. Yeah.
I think my favorite Christmas memory would be seeing all the lights and then sharing the experience with friends and family. Yeah, every year we get to do it, and even though Christmas is Christmas every year, but the experience is different every year. So yeah.
My Christmas memory is from Memphis, where my family pulled names out the hat for Christmas, and we wear our pajamas around the house, and we pull the names and get each other a Christmas gift, and that's the best memory I had when I was a little girl.
My favorite Christmas memory would have to be spending time with my family, going up and seeing my bigger side of the family, and just I think it's the sort of thing, if you don't want to rely on Christmas presents, your presence is the present. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's that sort of thing of once you get older and the sort of the festivity kind of wears off a little bit, that kind of craving of familial time together, that sort of time to kind of pause a little bit and just be with each other, have some nice food obviously, but just being is my favorite part of Christmas.
Oh my goodness, I was gonna ask you what does Christmas mean to you, but you basically answered.
It's just a twinkle in the sky. No, it's that sort of thing of I feel like I could just kind of have a sigh of relief on Christmas Day. As much as everything is happening around the world so fast and you have access to so much information, there's such a time of Christmas where you just have to kind of sit and be with each other, because that's all we kind of have at the end of the day.
It was just really good to hear the previous answer, because she talked about the hustle and bustle of city life and taking the time to rest. I feel like a lot of people in London need that time to rest, and they're not getting it on a regular day-to-day basis, and they're burnt out. And so, yeah, it's just really sweet. And as Christians, I think we know the true rest that we experience, not just on Christmas Day, but on a day-to-day basis. So, yeah.
I'm here now to share some great Christmas memories of my Christmas childhood. And I'm going to start our first one with my father. And I can remember when I was a little kid, I was about 5 or 6, and I kept getting out the bed and kept peeping out the door, and Daddy would say, you better go to sleep, or Santa Claus ain't gonna bring you no key, ain't gonna come down the chimney and bring you your toy, you better go to sleep. So I run back in my bed and cover my head, and Daddy come in there, open the door, peep. He'd come in there, pull my head from under the cover, and he'd tickle my little tummy. I told you wasn't sleep. Santa Claus ain't gonna bring your gift, you go to sleep. And so some kind of way I go to sleep, I wake up and that's my bike and my little tricycle and all the fun, the goodie that come with it. It was a memory forever to remember.
All right, the best Christmas I've ever had was when I woke up when I was 10 years old and I asked for a bicycle. And my mom and my stepdad bought me a yellow 10-speed bicycle, and that was the best thing that ever happened.
That's cool. So Would you say Christmas means something specific to you?
Oh yeah.
What?
It means that Jesus died on the cross for everybody, and he sacrificed his life for me. So every Christmas I sacrifice my life for him and try to help others.
So as David and I were going around asking different people about what Christmas means to them and their favourite Christmas memory, one thing that we observed is that not everyone is open to sharing. And I think that's just something in London culture where, because people are caught up in the hustle and bustle of city life, it can make us very reserved, and we can get caught up in our whole world and internal dialogue that sometimes connecting with others isn't an opportunity we all take. But as I reflect on this as a Christian and how God works in our hearts as believers, I'm reminded that he calls us to integrate with others and just connect. So as challenging as it is, it's so good that God bridges that divide.
There was one year that tragically this young lady's husband had just passed, and she was a mother of 2 children, so she was left to provide Christmas to her 2 children on her own. So what me and a couple of other young adults did is we came together and we were able to raise somewhere around about $1,500 to gift to her, to be able to provide her children Christmas without having to worry about, man, I got to work extra hours, or house is going to come out of my bank account. It was a gift that we were able to give. So I would say that's my favorite Christmas memory.
My favorite Christmas memory has to either be when I got my first bike when I was younger, or when I got like a whole bunch of Legos, because I was a little Lego kid. I was really into it. So those are like my top Christmas memories.
Okay. Mine would be like, let's see, when I got my first game system, like a Xbox 360, when it came out, had a Nintendo 3DS. I was young, very young. Got a lot of stuff that year, great stuff.
My favorite Christmas memory would probably be when I got my skateboard. That was probably like our biggest Christmas ever, and still to this day, that's probably my biggest Christmas.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. It's weird, but I've noticed, because we've been asking people all day.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have said stuff that's like a gift.
For me personally, it is when we arranged our Christmas tree, and then we don't have Santa Claus or Father Christmas. We have a little Jesus that usually brings us gifts. And the moment when I heard the ring of the bell and then just saw the huge amount of presents under the tree, it was just magical. It was like, out of this world. I almost cried every time. Yeah.
My favorite Christmas memory was when I was about 10 or 11 years old. I got a electric train set that was laid out on a plywood platform, so the tracks never had to be disassembled, and the train went through a mountain, and I had some trees and a railroad station, and it was a blast. I played with that thing quite a bit. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
So glad that's on camera.
That look cool?
No.
One thing that I noticed as we were sharing all of these different Christmas memories is a lot of them were favorite Christmas memories, and a lot of times those favorite Christmas memories had something to do with a gift. For me, probably the greatest Christmas gift I've ever had was I was in debt, yet someone came and they paid my debt for me. And what I'm saying by that is because I have sinned, I deserved to die, and my relationship with God was broken. Yet, even though I was a sinner, even though my relationship with God was broken, Jesus came and he was like, I love you so much that I'm going to pay for your debt. I'm going to die in place for your sin, so that way you may know God and have a relationship with him. And Jesus not only died for my sin, he rose from the grave 3 days later, so that way I could know God and have this relationship with him. It's through Jesus that I have this greatest gift. He paid off the debt for my sin. That is the greatest gift, and that is the meaning of Christmas, because Jesus came at Christmas. That's what Christmas is a celebration of. Jesus came so that way we can know God and have a relationship with him. And that's something that starts at Christmas and is something that is completed. He says it is finished through his death on the cross and resurrection 3 days later. All you have to do is be willing to receive and surrender to his love. It's nothing that you can do, but it's only something that God has done. And you can choose either to receive this gift like you would receive a Christmas gift, or you can choose to just let the greatest gift ever sit on the curb. The choice is yours. What are you going to do? Could this be a new favorite Christmas memory? Thank you for tuning into the Overflow Post. This is Simon reminding you to stay rooted and grounded in Christ's love. Be sure to give this a like or follow on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, anywhere like that. And check us out on www.theoverflowpost.com. God bless.